Hello everyone, welcome to my vlog. So first of all, I would like to say thank you to everyone who sent me some fantastic messages regarding my last vlog. I really appreciate that. That also opens my mind, and that also improves what I do. So I'm really thankful for everything what I'm receiving from you guys. I really appreciate those informations, because those are the things which I think they're very valuable for me. So thank you for that. So I have received a few interesting emails recently, and my audience, actually there's some of those people who asking about if I wouldn't mind and talk a little bit about marketing and business and promoting and all those things which basically helps us to get the clients at the front of our camera. So I would like to discuss this a little bit today and talk about it, what I do. I also want to say that please don't take this whole thing for granted. The things which work for me might not really work for you, so please take this as some kind of reference point, and then try to use them. If they're gonna work, it's great. If they don't, maybe you have to tweak them a little bit or try something new. I think that there's a lot of things and factors which kind of get this whole thing going, and then depends where you live, and then like how much you've built up your business already. There's a lot of those little things which you have to look into to see how you can kind of promote yourself, and how you can kind of strategize about everything what you do in order to get the client and bring the client to your business, and try to work with them. So I want to share my experiences and how I deal with certain things, and I definitely would like to hear your feedback, and just let's keep this conversation going, because I think especially when it comes to the marketing and the business, those things they change so drastically these days. The things which work, let's say 2 years ago, they don't work today anymore, and then we have to constantly adjust to the market. We have to adjust to what do we do. There's a lot of things which we have to keep eye on it, and be on the top of it, because those things they change overnight. So let me start with what is the ideal client, and then what is the ideal kind of promotion, like how you want people to know about your business, and how you want them to kind of react to what you do and stuff. So this is my actually kind of ideal way of like having my stuff promoted, and then what is my ideal client. So I think that the best client you can get, and then this is the client I'm always chasing for, is the client who 100% trusts you. This is the client who comes to you because they love your work, they value your work, they don't ask for the price, they come into you because they know the stuff what they're gonna get out of you, and then the product what you're gonna want to give it to them, it's gonna be really high quality, and then they don't have to question anything. So those are the clients where I'm going after. But we're living in reality, and this is not always the case. I have to admit, once in a while I'm getting those clients. I wish I could have them every single day, because this is every photographer dreams come true. But this is not as easy as it looks like. We have to somehow put our name out there. We have to promote ourselves, and sometimes we have to deal with all sorts of different people. So that's something which I would like to kind of discuss a little bit further. So this is what would be the ideal client. So what do we do to get our client? So we using marketing tools and different tricks to get the client at the front of our camera. And let me talk about the things which, in my opinion, they don't work really well in our industry. Some of them maybe they have this kind of like short-term benefit, but overall they're not gonna do any good for us. So let me start with any very heavily discounted promotions. I used to do them as well whenever I have slower month or days where I'm kind of frustrated because I don't have any clients coming in. Sometimes it's a kind of like we're getting into the panic mode. So we want to get this client, we want to kind of believe in what we do, so we kind of slash the prices, we put our promotion out there, and we want to have these people keep coming so we can get shooting, and we're gonna keep making money and stuff like that. But I've done this several times, and I have to admit that was the biggest mistake I ever done. And I have to admit, we try those things to see how they work and stuff, but I don't have really good experience. Well, there's few reasons behind it. First of all, whenever we slash our prices, and then I've been doing like shoots for $100 just to kind of get these people come into my place, and then we can kind of get those headshots going. But those are the clients who only come into you because of the price. They don't really value what you do. They don't really value you as a photographer. Their objective is the price. And I really have bad experiences with that, because again, those guys, they really take your maybe not the ego, but they really take you down as far your artistic approach to photography. They want to be in and out. They want to pay the whatever $100, and then they want to get the product, and they want to be out of here. And I had situations where, you know, even I slashed my prices to $100. People were upset because they have to pay additional tax, which is mandatory in our city, and they were like arguing with me that I have to include this tax into this price, which is only 5%. And was frustrating for me because I was like getting really angry inside, and I was trying to kind of keep calm, because from one hand you want to deliver a good product, you want to have those clients to leave your place happy, but from the other hand you feel that frustration that, you know, from one hand you're giving them huge discount on the product, not to mention they still want to pull some additional discounts like taxes and stuff like that, and this is something which I think sometimes is really self-destructive. You really don't respect even yourself, because you really undervalue what you do, and then the people they see that you know, you don't really respect yourself, and then you can feel it throughout the shoot for like, you know, dealing with these people. And you have to be very careful. If you get to the point where you really feel that, you know, like you have to get this business going, and then you want to bring those clients, and then you want to just get the momentum, well, you have to do it what you have to do. But if you can't avoid it somehow, please just don't do it, because I've learned that was just big mistake, and then cost me even more money, because, you know, like at the end of the day, when you start calculating how much time you spent with them, how much time you spent editing, and then all this sorts of other stuff, you might as well go and start flipping burgers, because that's probably the same amount of money you're gonna get doing this really low-end jobs. So you have to be very careful with this. Also, I would like to add to this that we're living in a society right now where everywhere where we go these days, everything is on sale. If you guys probably noticed that, if you go to any mall, every store has some deal going on. There's sales, there's promotions, there's coupons, there's all sorts of stuff where they kind of try to bring you in. And I found that those kind of sales, there's always something tricky behind it. There's always something hidden which we don't know, and I think that most of us, if we need something and we want to buy something, then we just go and buy it. Like, I don't buy stuff because there's some deal going on. I think I reached I reached the level of my life where I can simply go and buy stuff whenever I need. I don't buy stuff because, as I said, there's some deal going on. And being a professional photographer, whenever I buy equipment, I buy them whenever I need it. I don't, let's say, wait till Christmas because there's some deal going on and then I can, I don't know, get $10 off. So we also want to make sure that the clients, what are we getting, like, you know, opposite way. You want to have the client who is looking for a headshot photographer, and they look what is available out there. They pick the best, whatever whatever they want. They look for the quality, the price, and they come into you and they're like, okay, I want to work with you. And those are the clients you want to have. So those are the things which they don't work, and I found this is really distracting and really frustrating. So what is the ideal kind of way of promoting yourself, and then how I actually work with my clients? So my biggest focus today is to get my clients refer my work. I found this is the most how I can put that in words, the most beneficial way of getting clients. Because if someone recommends you and they can also share let's say own images and say, look, this is my images, the guy done them, let's say a month ago, I really like the way he works, and he's, let's say, reasonable as far as the prices goes, and those are the things which I really focus on. I want to make sure that people who work with me and they like my work, they're gonna promote me. And I found whenever I get those kind of clients from referrals, from word of mouth, those are the clients who they have kind of different approach to me. I think, you know, like the ice is already kind of break down, and then people trust me already, and it's a totally different conversation and completely different like approach. I already kind of see that, you know, there's some potential, people trust me, people want to work with me, and then we kind of take it from there. So let's say if they have smaller budget, or, you know, they have limited amount of money they want to spend, then we try to come up with some kind of deal which is going to work for both of us. And this is my main focus. The next thing what I also put a lot of attention to is the social media. I'm trying to promote myself on every possible platform, but also, like, the way I'm trying to promote myself is I'm not trying to, as I mentioned before, just keep throwing some promotions, deals, coupons and stuff like that. I really don't do that, and the main reason I'm not doing this I explained a few minutes ago, so I actually, as you guys probably hear, have a little bit of rant on that. I'm trying to kind of make sure that whatever I put out there, I want to make sure that people who see those stuff, they will see the value there. They will see some interesting things which gonna caught the eyes, and then they're gonna be interested in working with me. So that's something which doesn't happen, I would say, overnight. You have to constantly work on it, and you have to constantly keep pushing those stuff out there. You have to use every possible platform which is available out there, and then have certain approach to each of them to make sure you're pushing the work properly. Also, I want to add to this that you have to be consistent. You cannot just throw or put up one image and then hope that, you know, people will start coming to you. It takes a lot of work, and you have to do this every single day and try to attract those people through different hashtags, you know, conversation, engaging with them. It takes a lot of time. I have to admit that half of my work, what I do, is social media, and the more we do, there's always something else what we could possibly do to attract you know, potential clients. but that's unfortunately something which we have to deal with, and that's something which we cannot really escape. People not gonna come into us because we have one or two good images out there. We have to just keep pushing and promoting ourselves, but also we have to do that proper way, so we're not gonna get those clients who, as I said before, they only chase the price. They don't really pay attention to our quality of work and the way we work and what we believe in. So those are the little things which we have to make sure we somehow incorporate them into our promotional stuff which we actually put out there, because that sometimes might get a little bit confusing for people, and we might get some really weird people coming in, and then they don't really understand this entire process. So we have to not only promote ourselves, we have to educate people, and we have to reach all those guys who we think they might be our potential clients. Okay, so that would be very kind of short way of sharing my experiences dealing with my marketing and then promoting and in business. I will be talking more about those things. Those are the things which I do every single day, and this is the things which I'm trying to avoid every single day, so you kind of know my approach to promoting myself. If you guys have any other ideas, or you guys have any other great concepts or things which work for you, please share with me. I'll be more than happy to listen to your stories, or maybe we can actually talk a little bit more public way, because whatever we can learn these days, it's gonna help all of us. So I'm always open to have cool debates and conversation, because that's what's gonna make us all better, and then we can all improve, and we can move on to some interesting things that gonna get our business and then our industry in way better shape. So that was quite a bit of a long vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be looking forward to hear from you, and I'll chat with you guys very soon. Bye bye.